Trying to introduce a more varied diet of taste and textures is important for your growing baby. In this video, Wendy is joined by Nina and Imogen. Together they'll show you how they've moved on to mashed and finger food.
And she's obviously enjoying solid foods, is she? And what are you feeding her at the moment?
Well, this is actually spaghetti bolognese that I made for the whole family. So it's great now that she's moved on from puree, so she loves it.
Yeah, she can't get enough of it.
And just by cooking something for the family without adding salt and being careful with the ingredients, I can now make it go around all of us, which is
great. Yeah,
I've been enjoying.
Yeah, I was going to say you've got lots of other things out on the table here. That is this food that she particularly enjoys?
Yeah, we tend to do a bit of a mixture of mashed food, so something like this one, which is sweet potato and parsnip and a bit of spinach even in there.
Gosh, yes.
But she also loves to just have something in her hand. But it's sometimes I don't know how much she's actually eating with that because a lot of it ends up on the floor. So I tried to do a bit of both.
Yes, it's a very colourful plate here, isn't it? So do you find that she's attracted to the colours?
Well, particularly with strawberries, which are her favourite. She certainly seems to recognise those. And she tends to sort of like things in sort of sticks or chunks so that she can hold on to them and suck on them. Things like cucumber have been great recently. She's been teething a little bit.
Are you actually chilling it at all and letting her suck on it?
I have been actually. It's been great. And in the fridge, just cutting it up, and it really seems to soothe her gums.
Okay. Yeah.
So it took a little bit of perseverance to get her to move on to some of the green vegetables. I tried a few sort of tricks to begin with of sort of interspersing it with one bit of veg and one bit of fruit, and just to keep her happy.
Yes, and it's good to persevere with that, really, isn't it? Because it is important that she does have the savoury foods and that she has a good balance to her diet, and she's certainly enjoying it. Yeah. So are you sterilising her feeding utensils now she's on solid food?
I'm still sterilising her beakers for the and bottle at night for her milk, but I've stopped sterilising the spoons. And,
and I don't think it's that important actually. As long as you wash them well with good general soapy water and dry them well, that's absolutely fine. Yes, carry on sterilising her bottles and her beakers until she's about 1 year old. Actually, that's a good time to stop doing that then.
Not too much longer. It's always a relief when you stop that. The other thing that I wanted to ask you about was, how to manage the drinks with the meal. I've just now started giving her just cool boiled water, so that she's having some liquid as well as her milk in between time.
Water's particularly good, so she doesn't get used to sort of sweet juices. So that's really helpful actually. And if she can take water, that's the best drink for her to have. I mean, it's still important to have her milk because that still forms quite a important part to her diet. But water is a great drink to have in between times. I just wanted to point out it's important to remember not to give her cow's milk under the age of 1. So she still needs to either have breastfeeds or formula feeds until she's 1 year old.
But you can use cow's milk in the cooking.
You can use cow's milk in the cooking, or you can just use express breast milk or the formula feeds, whichever's the best.
Just
really.
not as a drink.
Not as a main drink.
Yeah. And how many milk feeds should she still be having at this stage?
It's very much, again, you've got to be sort of guided by her, but it still forms a good part of her diet actually. So, a feed morning and night certainly is probably a good thing to do at this stage.
I've been reading some things on the website about her iron levels.
Yes.
And how they really sort of start to drop off after this age. Yeah. Is there any tips that you have?
I mean, there is. I mean, a good balanced diet is a great tip, but also you've got formulas that have iron enriched. Things like growing up milk are good sources of iron and other nutrients as well. And you can start feeding her those from the age of 1.
Right. Lovely.
Okay. So Imogen looks as though she's thriving, doesn't she? And I think it's important to point out that, you know, to have 3 meals a day, but now she's sort of taking finger foods, then she can have healthy snacks in between times, and maybe just 2 snacks, you know, healthy snacks a day is a good number to go for.
Great, that's really useful because they're good to keep her occupied, and
absolutely.
You know, she's really enjoying developing the coordination of putting things in her mouth.
Absolutely, and that's going to help it along a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
So.
There's lots more useful information about weaning on the Aptamil website, and even some recipes to try. You'll also find our forums online. They're great for hearing more about other mums' experiences and sharing yours. And there's also a team of experts at the Care Line to help with any other questions you may have.